Arsene, if we can kick off with your team use for this game, please.
Well, from Saturday's squad, everybody's available. Rosiki's coming back into the squad tomorrow, and he's available again. He's recovered from his hamstring injury.
How useful would it be to have him back? He's a very adaptable player and a quality player.
Yes, he can play in all the offensive positions, and I'm very happy that he's back because he's very influential in our game, and I haven't decided yet who will start, who will not start, but I'm very happy that he's back in the squad.
Given the form that Napoli are in, is this one of your hardest tests of the season?
Well, in a tough group, you know, if you look well at the teams, Marseille, Dortmund, Napoli and us, they play all at the top of their league and in big football countries. So you feel, of course, that for us it's vital to continue our run, to come out of a group. But you know as well that the importance of a home game will be decisive in a group of that quality.
And just lastly from me, only one match gone in this group, of course, but do you think the clashes between these two teams will be the deciding factor?
Our home form will be important because we have taken 3 points away from home. We know that away from home we have good strengths as well, so I believe that our home form against all the 3 teams will be certainly make the decision.
Arsene, I noticed Robert Pires training with the team today. Anything to tell us on that? The reason I ask is when you've had the likes of Flamini and Sol Campbell and Thierry Henry, you've told us they're just keeping up their training and then they've joined.
No. Robert Pires will not join us. He was born in '73, Robert Pires, and he's still very fit and very great player, and we are always happy to have him in training, but just occasionally coming to practice.
Is he actually having an influence on some of your younger players as well? Are you encouraging him to talk to them as well?
Yes, of course. It's great opportunity for he practices sometimes with the young players, you know, with the under-21 team, and I feel always there's no better education than playing with players at that age with top-level players.
It's a question for both of you. After the weekend, how much belief is there within your squad that you can win the title this season, and how big an opportunity do you see this season in particular as being in winning the title?
How much you don't believe 50% or 70%, you believe 100% or you don't believe. So that's how much belief is. But I think at our job, the most important is to have a good balance between ambition and humility. Ambition because, of course, we want to win, but humility as well. We know we have only played 6 games, and to speak today about the title is absolutely ridiculous. But what we have done is just what we want to do is continue to have the same ambition, and I think the team has a good humility level and is conscious that we want to improve.
The same question to Bacary.
As the boss said, at the moment the team is very confident. We are very ambitious, and the best way to win title is to win games. We have to play game by game and stay focused until the end. We have the quality to do it, so I think we can do it, but we have to stay focused until the end, and we have to keep working out.
Again, a question for both of you. Can you give us an idea what was said between you guys after that first game? Because there was a lot of criticism from the outside, and you've called it every game is perceived to be a crisis. But what was actually said? Can you give us an insight into that?
Overall, it was quite positive because I trust the mental response of this group. What people forgot about is that we're on a very long run. Since March, we had not lost a game, and if you put that into perspective, it was just one single game that we lost in 21 now. So I think it was combination of factors, the fact that we had not bought anybody, the fact that we have not won for years the championship, the fact that we started badly, all this together made the situation, of course, a little bit explosive. But purely on result perspective, it was an accident that can happen. We played with 10 men, and overall it was just about responding to who we're with the qualities that we really have in our group.
Same question to you, Bacary.
As a player, we were a bit disappointed because it's always a disappointment to lose the first game, especially at home. We had a good pre-season, so everyone was a bit down, but everyone was confident as well to keep the head up and to keep working out to win the next game. That's what we did in Fenerbahce, and we show everyone we have some character.
Arsene, is your recovery epitomised by what's happening with Aaron Ramsey as well at the moment? And what's one of the factors that's made him what he's playing and how his form has been this season so far?
As Bach said, confidence and a desire to improve. At 22 years old, you can only improve if you have the right attitude, and that's what he did. He puts the work rate in, and I think as well, when the team plays well, you have always one or two players who benefit from it, and that is in cycles. One time is this one, after the next one. The most important is a collective performance, and that when that is right, any player can have a brilliant spell.
Arsene, you said it's a tough group. How many points do you think you might need to win it? 10 we normally say, but might it be more? Or to qualify?
I wouldn't like to be a bit too mathematical, but they say on average 10.2 points qualifies you. How we will make the two is a mystery, but that's what is generally needed.
And this time round, obviously, it is a challenging.
Well, it is. That's why I say our home games are important, because having won away from home, if we win our home games, we will be there. So let's start tomorrow, as Bach said, step by step, win the next one. Don't talk too much and just win the next one.
And a word about Rafa. Obviously, he was here last year with Chelsea, and it was a difficult time, but he did well. How do you rate him as a manager?
I think he's a top-class manager, and he has proven that. And so when you're confronted with his teams, you know it will be always difficult. But we are up for it. We want to do it, and I feel we have the confidence to do it.
And Higuain, how close were you coming to signing him in the?
Who?
Higuain.
It's not the best moment to talk about transfers today, but he was on the market, as you know, and many clubs were in for him.
And were you interested in him?
That's what I don't think needs to be talked about again.
Okay. Arsene, I just want to ask a couple about Olivier Giroud. You've always had great faith in him, but have you been surprised by just how much he's improved this season?
I'm never surprised by the improvement of the players, because that gives me maybe a little bit the feeling that we do the right things with the player, so I don't want to diminish that too much. But especially because Olivier Giroud had always a better second season everywhere he played than the first one, and for him the jump was quite big, you know, from Montpellier to Arsenal, and in the first season it's always a bit difficult.
He's 27 today, I think. He's 27 years old today, I think. Do you feel he's now going to reach his peak? I mean, how good do you feel he can be? Can he be one of the leading strikers in Europe, do you feel?
He is already, but what you want him is to continue. I don't calculate usually like that. I just think, will he improve? Will he be better? Will he be, of course, improve all the aspects of his game? And as long as the work rate is there, the attitude is there, you always think at 27 is the best years coming for him now.
And he hadn't played in the Champions League before you signed him. thing. I mean, do you feel he's ready to make his mark in this competition specifically? Has he learned enough?
That's what I wish, and if the team performance is good, I'm sure he will.
Arsene, do you think Rafa Benitez has got a bit of a rough ride at Chelsea?
Yes. People were tough with him because they didn't expect him to go to Chelsea, but he did well. He did very well. He dealt well with it, and I think in the end, with the time going on, people will realize that he has done well.
Do you expect Bacary to be part of your plans here again next season? Is there any update you can give us on the contract situation?
If you ask the question,
Talk about it now.
we are always talking about it.
Is there anything? Are you any closer? Is there any situation, any developments?
Look, when the situation will have developed, we will inform you. And there again, I don't think today is the best day to do that.
Can I just ask you about a little bit more about Olivier, maybe? Because I mean, he's come on so much in the last year. You know, you must be enjoying his improvement. And what do you kind of put that down to? Is it just kind of finding his feet more in the Premier League, or just developing as a player?
I think he's always questioning himself after every game. He knows what he did well and what he did wrong, and he tried to work on it during training session. He tried to communicate with the boss. He's always asking about his positioning and about what he could have done more, and even for his English, he improved a lot, and I think it made a big difference.
I mean, what's he like as a character? Is he sort of one of the sort of lively ones in the dressing room?
No, he's very easy. He talks to everyone quite easily, and he's very open-minded. So, as a player, you need to talk and communicate to others to settle a bit more quickly. And today, as I said, his English made a big difference during the game, and it helped a lot to settle during the game and to communicate with his partners on the pitch.
He's made such an improvement, hasn't he? Where do you now rate him in the kind of the Champions League of strikers? Does he help make Arsenal be genuine contenders this year?
Yeah, of course. He's a very good player. He has a good physical, and in front of the goal, he finishes quite well. I think he's on top of scorer with 4 goals, and he can achieve more, but we need to give him time. It's only the beginning of the season, and I think he will improve even more and score even more and be more decisive.
Bacary, when he first came last year, and at the beginning it was difficult for him to find his feet here, as a colleague in the French national team and someone who's been here a long time, did you help him a bit? Did he need a little bit of support from the fellow players to feel ready to take on this challenge?
As a striker, it's always difficult when you come to a team. You need to get to know your partners. Robin Van Persie just left as a top scorer, so everyone was expecting him to score straight away. But it took a bit of time to settle in the team, and now he's totally open. And we see if we're on top of the league today because he made a lot, him, our Ramsey, and many other players, and today he's an important part of the team.
It's possible to do in Italian, the question.
If it's possible, we might have to get a headphone. Do you not, your English...
No, the question is all right, come on.
Come on, yeah, your English is okay, let's try it.
Give a go.
Buongiorno innanzitutto.
Good morning. You one of the best scorer of talents in Europe. What do you think of Insigne? Did you ever thought about bringing him to Arsenal?
Know him well. We know him well, and we have to be organized against Naples because our team is very good on counter-attack, and Insigne is one of the main players in the talent of counter-attacking. But Bacary Sagna will take care of him, so I hope he will do that well.
With a player like Flamini, whose influence isn't always as obvious because of the role he plays in, what do you look for in assessing him?
Central midfield, you know, we have Flamini, we have many people questioned us when we did that, but since he plays, he has done very well. But overall, I think the most important is the balance of the team, and that on every day where your team plays, you get the balance right. Flamini contributes to that, and that's why I think he could contribute to the success of the team. But we have Arteta can do that. We have Ramsey can do that. We have many players who can play this role.
Okay, last couple now.
Yeah. Good morning. I would like to know which player are you afraid most tomorrow of Napoli? Higuain, Hamsik, anything?
Afraid? No, but we respect, of course, their quality. But the 4 players who contribute the most up front are, of course, Higuain, who is very dangerous in the box, and then Callejon and Insigne, and the guy who gives the most assists in that team is Hamsik, who is a vital player, and they are certainly the 4 are the most dangerous going forward.
Okay, finally, can I ask in Japanese? How happy are you with Miyagi's progress this season? But you know, the Gnabry is doing really well, and I think he's a little bit ahead.
But Gnabry is not Japanese.
No, but he seems to be ahead of our selection.
At the moment, yes, you know, but in football things change quickly, and I believe that Gnabry has a little advantage on Miyashi. He has made the whole preparation. He was not injured like Miyashi was, and he's a bit ahead of him physically. But you could see that at West Bromwich Albion, for example, Miyashi has done very well. And for me, it's difficult. It's not an easy decision.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Back again.